Guys, welcome back. Another game ready to go here in the ESL One Mumbai SEA qualifiers. That's right, game one, of course, did go the way of TNC, but the best of threes. We needed to see if they can close out in two, or if they're going to have to go to a third. Maybe Genuine Gaming come back. Not a bad start for them, Liz, with this open part of the draft, right? With the Magnus and the Troll.
Yeah, they have the Magnus and the Troll. Sadly for them, the Oracle has been banned out, so they can't pick that up versus the Bat. But at the same time, same can be said for TNC. You banned out that Oracle, and now the Darkseer makes an entrance. You can still go with something like an Ench that used to do very well versus Darkseer, or something like an Anti-Mage too, that can scale pretty well versus the Troll later on. The Genuine Gaming's draft opener is pretty alright so far. Three heroes, most likely Darkseer is gonna be that offlaner, Troll Warlord your carry, and then you're gonna have Magnus as a support 4 or 5.
That's the way a lot of teams been running it at the moment, instead of that 3 or 2 position down to the support.
The only problem for Magnus plus Darkseer is they don't really combo that well. It's not like Darkseer plus Earth Spirit or Darkseer plus Tusk or something like that, right? It's Darkseer plus Magnus. Magnus, usually what he wants to do is run around with boots, perhaps skewer someone into the tower and stack a lot. And Darkseer, he doesn't benefit way too much out of that, so most likely this Darkseer is going to be left to his own devices on that lane, but it should be fine. It's a Darkseer after all. There aren't many heroes that can deal with him.
You run him solo and just try and set up a trial lane for kills?
I mean, maybe you can help him with mag a bit, but it's not like you're gonna crush the lane and pressure it hard. That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's more like passive. You're there as an additional iron shell source, but it's very hard to get on top of people with that. So what do you get next on TNC? Because this Pack Rider could be ran in a multitude of locations, right? You could run him off lane, mid, or even support. So far, any of these heroes could be the support for TNC.
Yeah, we've seen all of these heroes played as support, so I think with the Legion Commander pickup, TNC can just think about putting Bat as a support, actually, because Legion just crushes Bat overall in the lane and after it, so it's most likely like they don't have to necessarily put the Bat as a support and not a core, but they're definitely thinking about it after this Legion pickup.
And this Legion can go either mid or safe lane right now against these lineups. Legion, of course, did get some decent buffs in the most recent patches, right?
Yeah, it did. I think if you are Genuine Gaming, though, you need some burst with this Legion. If you want to have those dual victories, I think you definitely need some burst. But overall, it's a really good pickup. I really like their thinking, as Legion is decent versus Prophet as well, and versus Bad, so...
Alright, that's one way to deal with the Troll or the Legion. Just pick up the Doom casually. And this is likely the offlaner, but there's still so many questions that Genuine Gaming aren't going to have answered, even with this farm pick.
I mean, Doom can be your 4 or your 3, basically. It can go either way. Your Furion can be a core, but he doesn't have to be. So there are many questions indeed for Genuine Gaming that are left unanswered. They can't really figure it out TNC completely, just like we can't. This last game, it was that Prophet support, right? This game, it doesn't really have to be. It can be the Crystal Maiden and Doom. It can be Crystal Maiden and Bat. There are many ways that you can lane TNC's draft, and that's what I really like about their draft, is you can't put your finger on them and just counter them.
That's forcing Genuine to focus more on their own draft than trying to counter pick. Smart move from TNC. At the same time, that Legion Commander does deal with a decent amount of this here as well, right? With the Bat Rider and the Nature's Prophet, like you can punish that split pushing. You can also use the dispels from the press the attack.
Yep, definitely. The dispel is a major disturbance for this Bat Rider, as his lassos aren't going to be that easy, and he has to basically catch Legion with them. If he doesn't and Legion is around, then most likely that lasso is just going to be purged by Legion. So yeah, makes the game a bit harder for him.
You really have to think about what you're doing around this Legion and what you're picking as well, right? Because the change one of the big changes was that they added an oppress the attack at the end of the duel, right? Which doesn't sound like anything too crazy, but I mean, we've cast a game where it mad, right? With the I think it was
a few times, yeah.
Phoenix game we had where it was insane.
It's definitely a decent buff. However, I'm wondering now, this Kunkka is most likely going to be mid. Then you have the who are the other cores? It can be the Bat and the Prophet. It can be the Bat and the Doom. I think it's going to be like a Prophet and Doom and then Bat plus Crystal Maiden supports. Even though that sounds very wonky, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
I'm just looking at it from the perspective that this is most likely going to be a Prophet core, but you're building a Prophet core against a Legion, and that is a matchup that can kill you quite effectively because you're not the tankiest of heroes. They have to run it as a core, right? Because I'm wondering where their damage comes from. Otherwise, there's a lot of pressure on Kunkka.
You just take the Prophet. Honestly, take the Prophet and the Doom as cores besides the Kunkka, and you have enough damage in between the two of those.
Definitely have a lot of pick-off potential on both sides right now, with the Legion on one and the Bat Ride and the Doom on the other, or even the Kunkka, to be honest, with the X combos.
Genuine Gaming's draft is also looking pretty solid. You have the Magnus, you have the Darkseer. There are some combos here that can be used. Maybe another hero that can help out in that aspect, in that burst damage, in the combo with Darkseer can help.
Oh, hello.
They go with Tide. All right, hello, mister. How are they going to lane this? Okay, LY was their midder last game, so...
Calvin was their offlaner, and...
Was Calvin their offlaner?
Yes. Well, he was in the offlane as a troll.
As a troll, though. Yeah.
Offlaner, wink wink. He was... Well, there was avoiding the safe lane as well. So...
Roger Dodger was their LC, though. I mean, the LC was their
support,
Oracle.
Right? Yeah, that's why I was just thinking. I was like, I'm pretty sure that was a support before.
All right, so we called it well. EU is going to be that Bat Rider, but we did not call Cuckoo to be playing Crystal Maiden. So Crystal Maiden is going to be your offlaner, it seems.
I think the only squad I remember doing this regularly was Wind and Rain, right? Around TI.
I mean, everyone was doing it. Everyone was doing it around the TI. Position 3, Crystal Maiden was really big back then, as she was really strong. But she got nerfed, and basically because of that, people stepped away from the position 3 Crystal Maiden. This is going to be interesting. Is this then the Doom carry?
I believe so.
All right, Doom carry, mid lane Kunkka.
I mean, I'm eager to see it. I don't feel like we get to see Doom carry too often anymore.
I think they feel a little bit too strong after that first game, so they are drafting in a little bit of unconventional way. We've seen it backfire so many times, and I wouldn't be surprised if the normal draft of GG just wins.
You say normal.
Yeah, I say normal,
Legion
but
support, right?
Yeah, that's true. Legion, it's not very normal. Actually, you know what? Both of these drafts are wonky.
You can see the appeal though, right? You're a fast-moving hero. You can have an iron shell on you, and you hit for a stonking 67 damage with the double iron branch and the fairy fire. Pretty hard hitting. Like, this Doom is gonna suffer, I think.
Yeah, Doom with no armor definitely does suffer from that. Tidehunter mid versus Kunkka, I guess. It's the matchup to watch just because of lore, right?
A little bit of nice. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted by the nice conversation about weather.
Yeah.
Apparently, see, I told you, no storms. Australia's very hot.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I know it's hot, but which part of Australia are they?
Maybe, well, if they're in the center, then I'm impressed they're even out their keyboards right now. Oof. I think, isn't it meant to be too hot at the center of Australia to live there, I believe?
It's too hot everywhere. They've got spiders and stuff.
But they live near the water. Kangaroos.
Don't forget kangaroos. The water things kill you.
Koalas as well.
The kangaroos kill you. Everything kills you there, man.
Stingrays. Yeah, there's a lot of murderous well, not even murderous, but will kill you creatures.
They are really good at joking. They've been joking their whole life. Like ever since they were kids, the only thing they were doing is joking people. Joking, killing animals that kill you.
They're not that good at juking right now. Okay,
They
Lord
are,
Boon's
look.
just about alive.
Barely surviving, but he
Also,
survives.
hold on. If they were that good at juking, they would have been able to juke the jails that led to them being sent to Australia. The original criminals of the United Kingdom, right? Or Great
Dude,
Britain
you
at the time.
can't joke being born. Born. It's not your decision.
Well, you're not born a criminal. That's not how
Are
illegalities work.
you calling GG criminals?
No, I'm saying the original colonial factors that came across were primarily criminals.
That's racist.
Not racist. It's observational history.
All right, it's facts. It's facts.
All right,
The
LY is
fact
dead,
this
and
shows
that is a fact.
Yeah.
My God, the pressure they're actually applying on this lane, and all the while just leaving Doom top. It doesn't really benefit him that much because Snow's going to keep doing what he's doing now, which is cutting that creep wave.
Okay. So Tims is the one that takes priority in farming on this lane, right? Or not? Or is it Crystal Maiden still?
I'm really not sure.
I guess it's Crystal Maiden. Like
It should be, but you got 2 last hits so far. It's not exactly easy to last hit with CM early on.
yeah, they are getting the kills though.
Right, they're giving
Furion
him.
is also
I think they're giving him
stealing
Tims.
some last hits. Yeah.
Stealing or given. I mean, when you hit for such little, you have to accept that you're giving, not stealing. Lord Boon's taking a lot of damage though. Roger Dodger. A big overwhelming odds, but they are too scary with this Blightstone. I don't know if GG win this if they stay in this tri-lane scenario.
I still don't think they do. Like even with this, maybe with level 2 Legion Commander, press the attack.
Yeah, but that just offsets aggression, right? It doesn't give you aggression.
Exactly. So you're gonna be able to save people, but not really do. There's gonna be a bat with haste running down bottom now.
What kind of weird... I don't understand. There's a weird communist lane going on in the bot lane. Everyone's just sharing CS.
Yeah.
Legion takes a few.
Maiden.
Troll takes a few. Tims takes a few.
Mid-lane?
Cuckoo takes a few. And a lot of help being taken out of this tide here. Calvin has no escape.
Oh, Courier,
The
Courier is
rotation there.
dead.
Now the Courier, AU. He says, okay, I'll give my life for it. It's worth it.
Is it that though? He needs one more
Oh
hit.
no, he can't get it. He's going to stay alive. Barely. The haste just ran out. Bat Rider's damage just a little bit too small.
If he started hitting it instantly, then he would have gotten it. But
I think if Tim's just TP towards it, maybe. Because he TP'd next to the Kunkka.
yeah, that would have helped too.
And
Crystal Maiden
my
bottom
game
lane?
just crashed.
Cuckoo. Okay, so guys, this is a radio broadcast right now, as his game has crashed. Crystal Maiden is being Doven, but he does survive. Cuckoo survives the aggression of Magnus and Legion Commander. On the mid lane, Kunkka is just doing Kunkka things, fighting with Tide Hunter. Doing fairly fine. 3 CS more than Tide. And overall, Bat is just jungling. Darkseer is just jungling. Doom is farming without anyone contesting him. He's level 5. He's on top of the net worth. Yeah.
Almost back in. Now loading in. Apologies for this, folks. Question mark, lol. That's all I got for you. All right, back in.
We're back in.
Yeah, I'm back in.
Stuff.
The Darkseer's winning the top lane, undoubtedly, considering he can farm camps and waves at the same time, and Gabby is just stuck doing nothing really. Is this an inherent issue of like the Doom pick at the moment? Is this type of hero that's hard to kill, right? So if you're put in a position where you can ignore him, you kind of just win, right?
No, you aren't winning. Because he's farming so much, he's gonna have a lot. But arguably, he's gonna have a lot anyway. Yeah, he's not really the one that suffers farming under the tower, so it's not really the greatest win. And you can't really out-farm him either, because he has Devour to work with, so everything you do, he can do better and faster. So even though you're a Darkseer, so...
Is it faster though?
Yeah, it is. He farms more with the Devour. He just takes the
true.
creep.
Yeah, the Devour's good, but I was just thinking from the Iron Shell perspective. I guess because you don't have anything to Iron Shell alongside you, it's not as fast. Once he gets Helm of Dominator though, you watch, which he's not going for because he needs mana. But you
He has
watch.
bottle.
Rune's now coming up, actually. Skew across. Lord Boons tries to skew the rune, and all he does is secures his death. And the press of the attack will not save his life. Creep. Oh no, the Creep's got him.
Nice deny.
Wow, Sentai even gives a stomp over to Cuckoo to say, just F you. You're not allowed these kills. They're all
Very
mine.
funny that he manages to stride there versus 3 heroes hitting him. Yo.
When do you think we're
MVP
going to get a rank up for the... do you think it would just be broken if we gave level ups for neutrals that kill people?
So you'd give neutrals levels?
Yeah, and Armel's getting levels in the mid lane. Because Calvin's dead. Well, he should be. There it is. We fluffed the torrent a little bit, but it's all good. But yeah, so you just level them up. I mean, it'd be broken, right? Because you should deny yourself to the neutrals on purpose so people can farm them.
Yeah, deny yourself on one creep on purpose and then let Enchantress enchant it when it's level like 50 or something.
Suddenly, Enchantress back in meta.
Feed the fat Ursa and make him level 20.
Chunky monkey. We need a monkey type creep. We don't have one right now. The closest we've got is like the satyrs to some sort of kind of humanoid creature. I mean, you got centaurs, but they're not monkeys. They're half horse. We've just turned into an animal educational stream now. This
You're doing fine.
is a bat.
I'm interested in your animal knowledge.
This is a Magnosaurus. This is what a troll looks like outside the Twitch chat. I would have found a kill though. Cuckoo quite tanky and quite fast for a CM. This is beautiful free armor. Actually very hard to assault, right? Because I think do you feel like the underrated element of Bat Rider is his defensive force with the sticky napalms? Because you can't jump people, right?
Yeah, it is, but at the same time, Roger Dodger is around and press the attack, so you have to be careful about the way you use the sticky napalm.
And then there's the stick value as well, which is a big issue.
Yeah.
Part of the reason the bat kind of fell off was exactly this, is yeah, you can stack those napalms, but then people can just turn on you very easily. Hence the huge buffs to Firefly. Which arguably made him a little bit ridiculous for a while. Until people adjusted.
This bottom lane is so quiet though, considering there was so much aggression early on. Everyone is just happy with what they're getting.
Thought for a little bit of status quo and farm in the meantime, as AU just tries to get a few.
It's definitely the troll that's coming out on top as he's getting a bit more farm than Crystal Maiden. It's funny when you look at CS, by the way, and the difference between Doom and Darkseer, it's like 20 CS, but it's the Doom that's the one on top. Like he has more net worth.
Like you said, that extra gold, right, from the Devour adds up pretty quickly. And now they're making a move on a Snows, go for the TP away. They do have the X though. Boat coming in as well, going smashing to his face. You just got Titanic.
Yeah, they just make the difference between net worths even bigger. And the only problem for GG is that they aren't making any moves while they can't make any moves. To kill anyone. They have no catch on this side, by the way, whatsoever. You have the Ravage and the RP and the Duel, but you need your level 6s for that, and you need some mobility for that too.
This is the other thing as well. You might have that Ravage, but it's a huge commitment. And then you look on the other side, you got this boat, such a low cooldown. The lasso, once you get to level 2, it gets pretty low, and it's just... Is this a repeat of what we saw earlier today, where TNC just don't really have this restriction on cooldowns that their opponents do?
Yeah, they definitely don't. You have some though. You have the Doom and the Lasso, I suppose, but you don't really care about that too much.
I mean, boat is pretty phenomenal throughout the mid game. Remains really good because of the boat buff later on.
The cooldown on boat is like what, 60 seconds?
It's pretty ridiculous. It's 60, 50, and then 40.
So it's pretty good. It's not the longest cooldown ever.
You look at low cooldowns on the other side. What do you really have? I mean, you got your duels, but this is a support legion. This isn't, I'm going to have a good timing on my early mid-game items, and I'm going to kill you. This is a, I'm here to protect someone that gets jumped, guys. This is a, I'm going to stun someone for a few seconds, and now you're going to be stunned for a few seconds. The I'm going to die legion is an effective tool. Just not for you, for your opponents.
Now they're going to go bottom, take down this tier 1. It shouldn't be too hard for them. They're buying Midases, so Crystal Maiden has... Does she have one? Not yet.
No, she's got a while to go, and Tim's is about to get his. He can go back for it right now, in fact.
What about Snow? Is he about to get his on top?
Well, no. He's not going for one, luckily, because if he did, it'd be delayed even more as they commit the Doom to kill him off. The TP's coming in. You can rainbow TP all you want. They don't want to throw the ramp. No! No, they do! Oh, no! They don't know though. Or do they? No, they know. They know. They saw.
They had awards, yeah. They should know. So now they know they have no Ravage.
They can just do what they want. Oh my god.
For TNC to just take tier 2 on bottom, tier 1 on mid. They shouldn't really care about anything else now that Ravage has been just wasted.
This is the thing. You need that to make the big plays.
Usually teams ping it out when they see the Ravage. They didn't ping it out. They didn't really look like they're moving across the map in any faster way. So maybe they didn't even notice it.
Maybe they were just too busy laughing. Like, possibility.
Yeah, that's plausible.
Do you not laugh when you see a fail Ravage? Is it not morale boosting for you?
Of course.
I mean, you gotta laugh it off. You gotta shake it off because you gotta do something soon. The problem is, the Kunkka wants to fight. He's got the boat. And Cuckoo, he's gonna have another freezing field. And if he finds anyone, he will not hesitate to sing his heart out and make it snow. Oh, going in. Snow. Decent escape plan, but he's rooted up. Vacuum wall does go down, but EU is here as well. Trying to make a move. Drums will get him out. In the meantime, the Ravage man himself dies in the mid lane. As they find the kill, they even commit the freezing field to ensure it with the bow. There'll be nothing found up top. They're going to try and run in with Lord Boons. He does have the RP. Commits onto one hero, and AU going to try and walk this off. The illusions do hurt a lot. They're going to turn around. A lot of damage done on Lord Boons. Tim's just right-clicking into him. Needs to back away from Roger Dodger. Actually going to get pretty low, trying to get rid of the illusion to keep AU alive. And Tim's will tick down to the Iron Shell. They're going to chase forward for AU as well. In the meantime, there will be a kill zone. The tool comes out. Roger Dodger, he gets some damage on the board. They're still looking to fight. Troll going in up against Gabby. Gabby pretty tanky, though. Still on 2 scenario. Cuckoo will look to slow them down a little bit. They might go for Roger Dodger now. Club him up the Fell Blade. Drums come out. They're going to chase forward. Gush is there. Gabby still has a lot of health. Healing up pretty well. Has got the Doom coming off cooldown in 4 seconds. They could turn around on this. Roger Dodger will back away, though. He realizes the problems they're going to actually have in a second. Calvin, no Ravage for 20. But they don't want to do anything. I think maybe finally Armel will join the fight. He's been lingering around a while. He has got the Arcane Rune as well. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the Blind Boat.
I mean, they have a shrine there, so he realized difficult. Very important bottom to split push. He decides not to go instantly. There is a smoke, and this tide might get caught. He's doomed.
He's very much more than doomed. He's dead. There's no escape from this at all. No, they might find bonus skills, actually. Oh, there's the last two coming out. Yeah, you're going to drag LY to the high ground, but he can't. The press the attack's going to be there. The poke through. Should be enough to connect. Snow's going to fall as well. 2 down already. They found nothing in return. Roger Dodger trying to back up a little bit. That's something to work with, but doesn't want to throw it out. No target for him. Narmel moving in, looking for the opportunity. Skewer out. Magnus looking to escape. X will draw him back, probably to his death here. There it is. Infernal Plague. Plopped on the spot. Tidebringer. Nope. Missed chance. He can't get the kill. He'll still chase him. The Doom. Can he get this with the drums through? Infernal Blade's going to be there. Meanwhile, on the other side, they're going to turn around. The duel's going to come out, and it looks like Cuckoo. Is he going to get a duel win? Yes, he is. Cuckoo will hit hard now. In the meantime, Armel goes down to LY, but LY has no friends left in the vicinity. They're going to try and back him up. The TP's in. It may be a little bit too late. The Ravage does come out. They're going to try and turn around to Gabby. Going to get him low. Should be enough. Roots him in place. Infernal Blade there, and LY will finally die. Calvin trying to zone them out, but now he knows he's going to get kited. Needs to be very careful, actually. If they stack up the sticky napalms, the problem is AU needs to find his own escape route. Magnus is TPing out, and Tim's running for the high hills. Has the Sprout in 3 seconds. He should be able to create that distance. There is a skewer available, so he can't really go for the TP away. They got RP if they need it as well. We'll go for the TP, force the RP out of them at least. Meanwhile, in the meantime, Batrider does get found by the Legion Commander.
Yeah, so overall, not too shabby for GG. Yeah, it could have went better for them, but yeah, they get some kills on the board.
All in all, GG, they swing. And they do find a lot of kills, actually, in fairness.
They do, but they use all of their big ultimates, so that's a little bit problematic. I think how Bat opened up that fight with the lasso on Troll also does not work. We talked about this, and we discussed that he has to lasso the Legion Commander. If he doesn't, she just uses press the attack and clears the lasso off, which is exactly what happened in that lap. But overall, it was such a long fight. The Legion at first getting the double kill with the Iron Shell on her was really... Well, she didn't get the double kill. Darkseer did from the Iron Shell damage, but...
You're just a delivery device.
Yeah. Oh,
let's get rune.
Yeah, he gets the rune. Does not duel the illusion. As he attacked him first.
It's very good to check those things. You don't want to be one of those people. Oh, Cuckoo, just trying to ward around the river. Oh, wait, hold on a second. These items look a little bit like a semi-support CM to me. He's behind the woods.
Oh, he is indeed.
Actually,
Buying the wards, but he has a Midas, and the same is the case with Nature's Prophet.
Uh-oh.
He also has a Midas.
They just doomed Tidehunter. They're going to move him right now. The TP's coming in from Nature's Prophet. Everyone's joining in. The boat will draw him back to his death. No way to protect this Tidehunter. He will fall. Snow needs to be careful. It's going to be sprouted up. He has no way out. This is Eva. They're going to click on him. They realize they can kill him off. The X will draw him back to his death. They get a double kill on Armel, and they are here for this town. They refuse to leave without it.
Yeah, it's a decent fall, but it isn't really going to do a whole lot, as they can just go for this tower, perhaps even tier 2 afterwards or rush.
You know, this might be why Dota players don't back Trump's plans. When you build a wall, you can just walk around it.
There's a Radiance on Doom, by the way, so that's one scary Doom now as well.
He's going for the Shadow Blade next as well.
Yeah.
Oh, they ping out. Roger, I'm afraid this is the end of the line, buddy. Whatever you do, don't duel someone. This
Not
should be
really the
Roche,
most
right?
conventional build on Doom, but considering position 1 Doom isn't very conventional either.
You got to spin it up a little.
Again.
I think they want a Roche, but there's so many big ultimates
He
from
wants
GG.
to put him on a cliff first.
Oh,
I think that.
well, now you can maybe Roche, because he's stuck there. He has no way down. They have no way of getting him down.
No force staffs, nothing like that. So.
Whoops. It's coming out. Gonna lock him in place. The boat through in the freezer field to ensure Magnus dies pulling in RP. That might stop the Roche they're looking for, but they want LY next. They're gonna move in. Gabby. It's gonna pursue through. Frostbite him on the spot. LY, there's already an X on him. Drag him back. No torrent. Dude, they're just cutting him. He needs to get the hell out of dodge right now. They press the attack and the surge to ensure he survives. They drum start. They're moving forward. They realize they left on the high ground. No. Oh, no.
There we
It's
go.
a one-on-one. Gabby ready to fight. Says fine, but I've got a TB to get out. There's the Ravage committed. They want to do something about this, but he's so tanky. Gabby standing his ground. Will eventually go down. Torrent on the 2 is going to do a lot of damage. They'll finally get rid of him. And I think that is the abort for TNC. They realize they may have been a little bit over the top. A little bit too ballsy.
I just love the way GG adapted to the situation and just put Doom on the cliff. They're like, all right, we can't get the Tidehunter off the cliff. Let's bring people to the cliff with him.
When life gives you melons,
yeah.
you make Tidehunter kills. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't really see this way too often. So this was really nice. Fresh of breath air, like from GG. Like, just a very inspiring move that they just made.
Now they're going to try and make a move bot. Chasing on AU. Calvin needs to be very careful about this, though. They're going to be able to get in range for the duel. Try and push away a little bit too late. The Sprout will not prevent them from killing off the Batrider. And Tim's immediately TPs away. Team on top. Oh, going to be there. Valtron's coming out from Troll. They get chased across. RP does connect on an Armel. But the Sprout breaks the fight up. And now why? He forgot to hold on to that Quillen Blade. He just got RTs. He dragged back to his death with the torrent up in the air. He's dead. Chasing on the Tim's. Going to get him low. But he has got the wand. He'll be able to heal up and move away. Good signal the end of the aggression from GG and from TNC there. Both teams will just nod at each other and say, we got gains. We both got gains.
We both got gains. Let's just chill farm a bit more than enter one of these crazy skirmishes in a minute or two again.
Meet us at the cliff on your side of the map this time.
Oh, they've smoked up. They instantly want to go, it seems.
Cuckoo, is he going to pick up a knight?
Yeah.
Yeah, full stuff.
Just in case someone gets cliffed, now they have a force.
Smart move. While GG, have they learned from their mistakes? No one is building full stuff. I think they just intend to stay away from these cliffs, Liz. They want Cuckoo really badly. They commit the drums. But that 4 stuff already having value. Another drum charge wasted. And Armel, they look to turn around. Does have the boat to work with here. Gonna throw out the torrent, actually. Just wants to tickle away at him. Calvin, gonna be slowed down. Pushed back as well. They throw out the Doom. They're gonna net him on the spot. They try and surge to get him away, but the X is already there. And the boat is incoming. Death is due, and Tidehunter will experience it.
Got him.
Might find more, actually. Snow. He's got the surge. Needs to throw it out right now, but the damage is a little bit overwhelming. The X is there as well. The buyback comes out, and now the Lasso. Committed on Legion Partner. On the cliff you go.
On the cliff you go.
You're not good enough for the high cliff, though. You got on the side one. The Ravage going to come up. Does connect on the 2. They'll do enough damage to bring down Gabby. Can they find more? They skewer back. Tim's going to protect himself with the Sprout and look to TP out. Have they got a way of stopping it? No, they haven't. So you get 2-for-1 trade. You commit your Ravage after committing a big buyback from the Tide. Things come out, chasing RML. He does have the DD to work with, so they need to be careful. The Anchor Smash effect means he hits for diddly squat.
There's
Try and walk away.
Force 5 seconds away.
Uh-oh.
Coming
AU.
from the back.
Yeah, he can mess with him here. Well, Boons will just skewer away to safety. Calvin, they may be splitting up a little bit too quick here. Luckily for him, he moves very fast.
Tidehunter is just way too tanky, plus the sticks on him, so... Did Legion manage to get off the cliff? Yep, he did. So that's good.
I believe he had a TP for that occasion. They learned. They adapted. They just don't use TPs unless they're on cliffs.
Overall, TNC's game is looking a bit shaky. They need to get this BKB on Doom. After that, perhaps he's going to be able to do a bit more. Because right now, this Doom core hasn't really paid off way too much for them. I have a feeling if they had some different core, they would be far ahead at this stage in the game, but...
All in all, things could be worse, though. Spirit Vessel soon on AU. At the same time, your support prophet is becoming a core prophet. Or, as we know, the classic glass cannon prophet. Then on the other side, what's happening?
Yes, Maelstrom gonna get that Mjolnir very soon. So.
Look at Roger Dodger as well. The support Legion's going for an armlet. No blink, no initiation.
No blink? He was actually saving up for a blink, but decided to go for the armlet instead.
Changed his mind, you know? You don't get a chance to blink away when you're on the cliff. You're just too busy burning.
I don't know about that, though. I'd rather have that blink, just in case I can blink off.
TNC would rather have a pick-off than looking for it right now. And Lord Boons would be the perfect one. X actually coming out on the troll. Drags him back into a boat. They move forward. Doom just trying to control this up. It's going to be a skew across. RP does get commit. The lasso's already been used. And guess who's been cliffed? Roger Dodger will go for the TP wait. Battle Trance been committed already. Cuckoo needs to move away from this. Has got the freezing ball, but doesn't want to throw it out. The Doom's going to be there. Dark's here, locked in the spot. Does go down alongside the Magnus. And LY trying to move away. They'll be able to find him, though. The Sprout long range allows them to club him in the face with the Infernal Blade. This should be the opportunity they've been looking for to go for Roche. Or not. Maybe they're thinking about it.
They can definitely go for Roche here. Is Ravage used? It isn't.
Ravage hasn't been used, but RP has.
Yeah, there's also Duel, but I still think they go for Roche.
I don't think you're that scared of the Ravage right now, because there's a lack of damage right now for GG to follow up, especially with the Battle Trance on cooldown.
You should always respect the Ravage, but there's absolutely no one else alive. Just the LC, and she doesn't really do it. So
they're gonna try and do something. They just smoked up. If they arrive, it's gonna be on the edge. They have a blink on the tide. They're taking too long. They're gonna be a little bit too late. They're gonna realize it as well. They go in. There's the Ravage coming out under free, but they've already picked up the Aegis. Could try and go in. Armel getting low. The duel's gonna come out. Next Prophet gonna go down. The bow across. Gets dodged out by most of him. Armel Shadow Blades up and walks away, but the dust is on. They ping him out. Needs to armor talk just to stay alive. AU trying to actually harass them away and kite them all up, but that was. Oh, what? No, I wonder where the Aegis went. Calvin actually did manage to snatch it.
Yeah. They didn't take it.
But they had so much time to pick it up.
They didn't take it. They left it on the ground.
Oh, TNC. Armel being chased on too. I believe he is dead. And GG maybe have a chance. There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
No, they definitely most certainly do have a chance. Especially with this fight. They definitely most certainly do. TNC, they're to be honest, they are playing a little bit wonky. They aren't taking this game as seriously as the first one, I have to admit.
What was the giveaway?
That was the giveaway.
Was it Cuckoo freezing fielding the mid wave as well?
No, that's creep skipping, so they can't push. It's next level, you know. Of course.
But it's Midas is off cooldown soon. This is just not efficient play, Liz. They're toying with him right now. They want to give the duel over. Cuckoo's like, no, not the damage.
They killed the Roche, and they had like a full second to...
That's what I'm trying to... That's what I was thinking. I was like, am I imagining things? Am I overreacting? There was definitely time.
They just didn't pick it up. And Tide blinks in, Ravages. After the Ravage, she picks up the Aegis. Like, yeah, sure, why not?
You know what it was?
He must feel so good right now about that play, but it's actually TNC that just didn't pick it up. He was in the right place in the right time, definitely, though.
But he shouldn't have been on the ground, that's the thing. Yeah. You know what it was? It's because TNC have semi-switched roles in this game. They kind of sat there, and they're like, which one of us takes the Aegis? It was that typical pub pause, right? Where everyone's like, so which one of us takes Aegis this game? Now, Troll, he's on hot pursuit for Tims here. Guess it's wrong. Oh no! He doesn't trick him though. They had vision. They'll still find Tims. Locked on the spot and dead. It almost worked.
It was a nice attempt though, I have to admit. Sadly for him, it did not work.
But it could have. It could have. That's all that matters. All right, you play for style points. At least I'm pretty sure that's what TNC are doing right now. GG. They're playing serious. They want to do this game out. They want to take it to a third game. And what's the next big pickup? Well, Troll, he's got his BKB now. This could be huge for them. Like they have to do the Troll now, right?
Yeah, 40 BKBs if it's possible. But if you doom him, you want to kill him. And there's a lot of saves. There's the Surge, there's the RP.
Well, they're trying to force someone out. The Doom comes out. Press the attack to allow him to run away. He's taking a lot of damage. Spirit Vessel's there as well. That should be enough to tick out the Troll. Yeah. Even with the Shrine.
With the Radiance follow-up, yeah.
Definitely feeling a lot of burn from the side of TNC. This is what we call the gym lineup. You feel the burn from the Bat Rider. You feel the burn from the Doom.
Oh, mid lane, surged up. Tide Hunter.
What's the move here? He's obsessed with Cuckoo. Gosh, he's going to be there. Cuckoo, he has got all his spells though. Just use your spells. There's a blink in. Cuckoo. Oh. He's dead. No duel, weirdly enough. I think they want to save it as a stun lockdown, right?
I guess, yeah. I expected the duel to happen anyway though. It's not really the longest cooldowns. Why not get extra damage? 50-second cooldown, I mean,
meanwhile, the rest of TNC, they're just going, okay. We're known as people that like to fight a lot. Let's prove we can win a game just by split pushing all the time.
I mean, that's what they have to do at this point because they're not really in a commanding position of this game at all.
You're going to command a position. Look at Calvin. So deep with that Aegis. He just wants to zone them all away. They realize they cannot initiate on the Tide. They can't ignore him either because of that big Ravage. Boat's going to come through. Calvin getting low. They might just proc that Aegis to press the attack to keep him alive though. He's holding on to the Ravage. He knows if he throws it out and it's not good enough, then they probably will just die.
Yeah, he's got like 20 stakes to work with. He's super fine. He's not going to fold here.
Ready to go back in and start hitting more buildings. He slows down, he do some duels going to come out. There's Maltrance, Gabby already gone. The Ravage is going to be there, committed onto Armel. Moving forward, RP comes out, locks him on the spot still. The last one on the side though is going to control the Troll Ward, so he can't do too much. Now Armel ready to fight up against this. Calvin's just going to harass him away. Freezing Field's there, the Aegis just got reclaimed. They need to be careful about this Snow. Trying to move in and do some no vacuum to work with though. He's just going to stand his ground against the beautiful Freezing Field that's coming out from Cuckoo. Lockdown is there to kill him off. Going to use the Guardian Greaves, try and move away. Anchor Smash as well, reduce their damage once more. It looks like the Darkseid gets away, but the Batrider won't be so lucky. Buyback does come out, and Tim's standing up against this. Hitting pretty hard, but maybe not hard enough. Calvin doing so much work with these Anchor Smashes. Boat's going to come in. They will just get trolled off the high ground. Calvin refusing to leave, though. Going to go in with the Anchor Smash again. Needs to respect it. The Sprout's going to be there. He has no way of cutting out these trees, though. And they might finally have killed off the Tide Hunter. It cost them a lot, though, as they lost the melee racks and they had to commit buybacks.
Yeah, they bought back who? EU only, right? So,
yeah.
Not too horrible. It's a support Batrider with a vessel. Nothing of
serious value lost.
Nothing of serious value besides that mid racks, obviously. So,
well, they're going to try and equal that out now. Tide does have buyback, and he might just be forced to use it. But then again, if you buy back, you don't have Ravage for 75 seconds. What do? I guess you just Anchor Smash them because they all run on top of you.
Yeah, you can scare them back. It's very hard for them to go through you.
They can't afford to lose this hero. Their Magnus has been found. And again, run him straight through. He can skewer away, but it's too late. They ping. They actually saw more there. Snow. They got a glimpse of him. He will search away, though. They can't waste too much time chasing this. They need to go for the base. Should just be cutting the waves and getting ready to take a set of racks. As the buyback out of the Magnus. Doesn't have RP for 25 more seconds, though. They're reluctant to go, so TNC back away.
That one buyback is enough for them to say, all right, we got what we needed. We're not really gonna win if we go into the high ground push, as they have duel, they have vacuum ball, they have RP. Let's just back out.
Need a Roche before they go high ground, really, against this type of lineup.
Like, TNC right now needs to outplay them somehow. They need to find angles to win these team fights. And they're in a rough spot, honestly. It's much easier for GG to mess up their fights than to play them properly. You have the vacuum vault, the RP, the Ravage, the duel. So many things you can work with.
Definitely the power of these big ult lineups where you have 2 or 3 of them, right? It's like if you only had a Tide, for example, you mess up a Ravage, what next?
LC duel.
They're going to find it. They're not going to get the dual win. They're going to follow through. There's the RP, drags Armel even further away. Oh, he knows how this story ends.
I love how Gabi was, nope, I'm not going to help you, bro. You're on your own. I'm just moving.
Just turns around, looks at him waving. Bye. Have a good time.
They might smoke up and punish this. The duel is used, and what else?
Oh, yeah, Roche might be up soon as well.
So they used a lot of their spells.
You're a little bit far away from the mic there, buddy.
It's hard if Calvin is the one they find. He still has Ravage.
There it is. Lassie comes out. Doom as well. Everything thrown on the Tide. They even blink into the sprout trees. He can try and move away. The BKBs are online and activated. Gonna get him low enough to kill him. But looks at Calvin trying to run this off. It's gonna be close, but the press the attack and the pipe keep him alive. The other side, though, Magnus has to give his life for this. A lot committed by TNC and not a lot gained. Although that was a dieback, because remember, the Magnus did buy back before.
So they used the what? They used the Doom, and
the Doom and the Lasso were committed. By the way, you're a little bit too far away from your mic there, buddy.
Oh, I'm the same distance.
Lies. You just got louder. That's not how distance works.
Nah, it's my microphone fell a bit, so
okay.
That's the thing. Overall, though, I mean, TNC, they still have to find proper ways of winning these fights. That last fight, if Troll is around, I think GG just wins it. They use Surge on Tidehunter. He runs away, he comes back in, and that Tidehunter is 25 now. What's he gonna take? Plus 250 damage, alright?
Anchor smash. Anchor hard.
This good sir now has 3 Rapier.
Think of the lifesteal element as well. We saw what was happening with creep waves and with enemies next to those creep waves. He has so much sustain. It's kind of horrifying.
It's very hard to kill him. Even if you doom him, it was almost impossible. Now it's gonna get even harder.
Now he has the Deathslayer. They might
oh, he's going for the Dazzle,
because he has the buyback as well.
No, I mean, that Dazzle is awesome on Tide, honestly. When you want to right-click as Tide, that Dazzleator is sick.
But you can just Roche without much threat as well. That's kind of the thing. They're not going to the pit, but there's not really anything to stop GG from going in. What do you do on the side of TNC? You drag someone out, you throw out a bow, but so much of GG's lineup is tanky, and then you still got to worry about this Legion with the pressy attacks.
And the Surge. So whoever you catch, it's like...
They have to die immediately.
You have to commit everything into them. And it's hard. Honestly, I see GG game. It's possible for Australian Dota to take this.
Australian Dota are going to have to start off by taking the rush, and it's not going to take them long at all. This troll hits slightly hard. They'll realize it too late. The pings are coming out. Oh, they're going to go in. They're going to try
too late.
LY, he gets the Aegis, and they just evaporate. The Bat Rider's going to be backing back. BKB's activated. And there's the RP with the duel locking them in place. Gabby cannot get away, and Armel stuck here as well. The skew across the Ravage. Everything thrown, but the kitchen sink. And Armel will try and run away, but the dust does reveal him. He's rooted up. He'll die. They need to get everyone else out. They can't afford to lose more bodies. And they will just about get out. Teams went bot.
He's bottom and he's sprouted because he was...
He's very scared.
Yeah. Overall, though, they do steal the cheese. So Bat did manage to get that cheese away from them. But the Aegis was picked up by the troll. But these fights, they're looking very easy for GG. It just doesn't look like TNC have the firepower that's necessary to take them down. You have the Skunka and Doom, but they aren't really heroes that hurt any longer. They don't really hurt that hard. Yeah, you have what Shiva's now on Doom that's about to be completed. And your Kunkka is moving into a BKB. Like, they aren't getting damage. It seems to be this... He has this crazy glass cannon, but that's the problem. He's a glass cannon. If he does that, like, if he goes for this Daedalus, which he most likely will, he can just die so easily in fights.
Relying on the good mischance from Gabby to keep him alive at this point, more or less. This is not a good position for TNC to be in. They need something big, and the next big item they've got isn't going to be very effective against these BKBs. It's an Aghanims for Cuckoo. He could buy out on it. He's going to do it.
Top lane, Tims?
Just split pushing. It's all good. Well, Vacuum's been committed, so he could just, you know, TP away if he hadn't used both his TPs.
Well.
He's actually dead. He can sprout. Oh, or maybe not. If he goes for the kill of Lord Boons, BKB activated. Tim's will just look to TP away and they have no way stopping him.
With that, BKB definitely does manage to get out. And they get 2 bounty rules on bottom lane, so it's creating some space for his teammates. But I honestly think he has to be the one that starts dishing out the majority of the damage on his team's side.
We got a little preview into what he can do.
That's not really too much considering that that's a Magnus with what, Arcane Boots and Blink. He has nothing. So
The strength hero. Pretty bulky. I mean, who else are you going to kill? Like, he's actually the easiest kill on the side of GG if you think about it.
He is. That's my point, though. Now we have a haste on Tidehunter.
Time for a game of Kiss Chase. He's got a gem as well. He's got everything he needs. Desolator online, level 25, like we said before. Still holding a lot of gold as well. Gabby needs to back up here. We'll be able to do so. We'll blink away before they hit him with the Willing Axes. They're just trying to buy time. TNC want to wait out this Roche. They're going to try and force the Mara and force GG to make a move first.
Yeah, you can see the way they're just split pushing with Furion and creep skipping. They're not allowing them to They're not allowing them to push, basically, so far at least. And now when they see Tidehunter in their base, maybe they even look to fight here.
Oh, both going out on the troll. Press the attack, protecting perfectly timed. In fact, now the Doom's going to be there on the dogs here. Lasso on the back line, going to drag the Legion away so he can't do diddly squat. And they have found and killed off Snow. He's left alone. No one to help him. The Roots just holding on one place. He's holding on to the BKB still. Now the Duel's going to come out onto Gabby. Battle Trance as well. There's the RP. Connects on the 2. Skewer through. They do get the kill on 2. Buyback's going to be there. Armel needs to move away from this. He has got the cheese to work with. Will eat it, but he's taking way too much damage. Torrent just in time. Trying to move away, but the Raptor's going to be there. Freezing Field. Cuckoo. Is it good enough? It might be. Yes. He's done it.
He's got him.
Turns it around. He just evaporates the side of GG and LY. He will resurrect into a goddamn mess with no way out. Okay is appropriate here. What the hell just happened, they say? Aghanim CM.
Cuckoo.
That's what. Everything went just a little bit cuckoo.
Oh god, that was what they were waiting for. I mean, they still have all their buybacks. But this Crystal Maiden, man, I'm worried for them. This Crystal Maiden has Aghanim, says the BKB. Like, you need to save the duel for her. If you don't save the duel for her, like, she has so much armor, you're not gonna be able to actually stop her from using her ult. You're not gonna be able to kill her. And he's getting that level 25. He can get the plus 1.5 second frost by the range, which I believe does work with Aghanims.
Oh god. Oh good god. Crystal Maiden definitely becoming a problem.
He just turned this game around. He just solo. I was be able to do it, but I was really I didn't believe. Now I actually have my doubts.
Now they have to commit the big buybacks just to get him out of the base. To lose 2 tier 3s, but nothing more. The rest of TNC back
buybacks because there was a Furion pushing top, so
it's pretty hard as well.
Buyback him, yeah.
I think maybe if TNC commit the same lane, they would have got a whole set of racks, but they just want to expose it because we got a preview of what happens if you give Tims a little bit of space. He will TP in. He will take buildings.
Yeah. Just getting the tier 3s as soon as possible when you have a Furion is so good because you can just continue creep skipping and pushing in. That's pretty nice.
Go crazy!
That's kind of the story of the game, right? This TNC just buying all this time to split push. Finally forced GG's hand into a very unfavorable scenario. He'll get out. Roger Dodger didn't want to guess with the blink.
No, I don't care about that. It's Midas. It's one
off cooldown and now it's on cooldown. It's all good. Yeah. Thinking about where he wants to go because he didn't see them bot. He assumes they were coming for him, but until he gets validation on that creep wave, he can't know for sure. They're just trying to buy time for the Roche, right? Okay.
He selected Skadi, now he's going back to Desolator. I like the Deso a lot more than the Skadi. Like, the Skadi doesn't really help you. It beefs you up a bit, but still doesn't really change. And you know what I like about him? He has that level 25 teleport talent, so he doesn't need boots any longer. He's just porting across the map. Oh, here we go.
Movement. GG going in the high ground. Gabby's been seen. BKB comes out as the last 2. But there's the RP. They're going to move in with the Battle Trance. So much bleed damage. See you later, Doom. See you later, Batrider. Now the duel's going to come out. They found Cuckoo. No freezing field this time. It lasted all but 1 second. And Armel, they skewer onto him. They're going to slow him down. Torrent
look at
trying
Tim's
to actually
though.
get rid of them. Roger Dodger picks up the DD. And meanwhile, Tim's in the base. They're going to vacuum up, try and slow him down, but it'll BKB TP away. Every time GG makes what looks like a great fight, there's this Prophet in their base knocking on their buildings.
Yeah, the thing is, Cuckoo, I think he needs Lincolns or something. He cannot get the ult. If he gets the ult, he just dies. So
This talent is so
Look at-
ridiculous.
they have to go for Throne or something. They have to ignore. That's the only play. And honestly, they can because he has no buyback. Doom is 4 minutes away from his buybacks.
True. Tim's just trying to take the lanes. He says, I'll be back soon, guys. Just hold for a little bit, please.
Yeah, sadly, he does not have creep, so there's backdoor protection. And he's gonna go back now to defend.
Hey, be careful. The Ravage, though, is the big problem. They go one Calvin. There's the last dude. No, he gets the
got
Ravage out before dying. Gonna move in. Vacuum drags them in. There's a duel coming out. They're trying to zone them out, but it's a little bit too little. LY gonna stay alive with a lifesteal, but barely doesn't have the battle trance. Armor with the boat coming in, but LY is so fast. Sidesteps it. Sprout comes out, and Roger Dodger gonna try and cut the trees and make his escape. Depress the attack, but moving forward, AU just trying to slow this down. The buybacks are being thrown at the wall here just to see what will stick.
They
And a kill on
hold,
will stick. They're going to hold. They'll be able to do so. They force the rest of GG out of the base. They might find a kill on Roger Dodger. The TP's coming out. Tim's, look every corner. Look behind every couch.
he's forcing
This
into
man
the
is
troll.
waiting, and he's going in. No, no Tim's.
Crazy.
What?
Not bad at all.
He has no buyback.
Now, they're
Why did he just... he had no vision. Why do you just... Alright.
I think he was feeling the same way I was. Everywhere you look, beware of the Prophet. And in the end, he thought a little bit too much of himself.
Double damage? Pick it up. Alright.
My good God.
This game has definitely taken up. I mean, ever since the start of this game, we knew the drafts were a bit wonky and strange, but this game just became so interesting with the Crystal Maiden and the Aghanim's pickup. It definitely became much more interesting than before. However, this Furion is dead for 80 seconds, and honestly, this is a huge opportunity for GG to end this game, to close this match out.
Yeah, but then they're not taking it. They're too
Well,
scared.
not yet. They need the Tide Hunter and the Darks here.
The Prophet will
can
be
wait.
live by then. X coming out, and Y has to be KB. RP connects on a free. Now the duel's going to be there. They're trying to move Gabby. Does throw out the Doom. The last is going to be there. LY being dragged up. They need to give him the clip in time. Yes, they can. He's stuck up there. He's surrounded. He can't do anything. Cuckoo trying to run for the high heels. He's
There's
got the
no
freeze of
buyback.
field. He's got the ghost set. He needs to actually throw it out right now. But he's not. He's holding on right to the edge of this. The mischance. Going to keep him alive. Roger held on the spot and dead. And
There's
no
no buyback on them.
buybacks. GG are going to be feeling exactly that. TNC may have just won this game.
That Doom from Gabi was on point, just proving that this hero, at any part of the game, he's one of the strongest heroes in the game. You get that Doom off, you just counter everything that the enemy has. It doesn't matter that you have a BKB, it doesn't matter that you have a Satanic. You just die, dude. And honestly, TNC, they somehow did it. They won.
What do you mean
It seems
somehow?
like they have won.
Don't underestimate the power of support Prophet.
Wait,
and
there's a
off-lane TM.
Daedalus Tide Hunter. There's a Daedalus Desolator Tide Hunter.
You need some pretty big plays.
From down under. He has Ravage, Daedalus. I believe in him.
Let's see if
Let's
this
see.
fight will go swimmingly.
he's going
No,
for
no,
Throne.
no, he's going for the throne. He has to
Never
cancel though. Tim's is too scary. Now you're in trouble because Tim's can go wherever he wants. He's not inhibited by a cooldown on a teleport. Hey, you looking for the lasso jump? Decides against it. They start hitting the throne. Gonna force them to react. Doom comes out though. No Tide. He can't get a Ravage out. He'll have no life left soon either. They're just moving the big crits too much, and that looks like this game might be all but decided. As TNC push for the throne, the GG comes out from GG. They know it's all over. A 2-0 victory for TNC. GG go to the lower bracket.
Yeah, honestly, what an amazing game. I love when games are wonky a bit, so they end up in a mess such as this one, but in a lovely, beautiful. This was a lot of fun. The ending of the game just speaks for itself. With like the Crystal Maiden just completely turning the game, then Tim's with Furion just buying them enough time and space to win it, and then throws himself to them, to the Wolves. But they still somehow managed to win that fight with the Doom on the Troll. I think TNC might just have a bit more experience. Even with these wonky drafts, they managed to take the game. Yeah, it was fun.
It did look at points they were toying with Genuine Gaming, and Genuine Gaming, every time they did toy them, they made them pay. And I think the most decisive moment that entire game was Cuckoo, right? With the BKB, the Ags. He says, boys, I'm actually not banned from Mumbai. I kind of want to go. Screw this. Just jumps in and evaporates the entirety of GG.
Yeah, that's one team fight there. Just turned it completely. That was nice.
That does mean a 2-0 victory for TNC. They make it through to the finals. Of course, they're going to need opponents. So what's happening now is that is it for the day. We're not quite sure how the 496 versus PG Barracks matchup went. You guys can figure that out. That's not a problem. But you will get to see more Genuine Gaming. Because they're in the upper bracket, they will end up playing tomorrow against whoever wins in that other matchup. And then after that, we still have to have a grand final at the end of it all to decide who comes out on top. In fact, let me just pull up the schedule for the times for you guys. So, we will resume tomorrow with one lower bracket, best of 3, between Genuine Gaming and whoever wins the other series. And then, on the 1st, you will have your grand final, best of 5, with a 1-game advantage to TNC. So plenty of action still to come in the next few days, folks. And you don't want to miss it. I mean, if we get more drafts like this, Liz, I don't want to miss it either. I'm excited.
I mean, I just want to see this. I want to look at this Dota every single. That's what's. I wish this was the meta.
This is what's missing, right? Because everyone's so very methodical, and there's these drafts that we can always predict. I like it when someone throws some crap
in
out
there. We need some clowning games.
I miss those days. Okay, can we just go back to like 2012 Dota? Or is that too sore of a memory? All right.
I wish.
More Fnatic invites, maybe.
Go back into the time in which I lost with my teams all the time. It's good stuff. Actually, we won a bit in 2013, but later on.
Okay. Well, we'll stop at 2013 and return to the present where you're a successful caster entrepreneur. There you go. But guys, that's it for today. You can go catch more action. Of course, there is I don't know if Chinese games are done yet. I think they're still going on. And then there's plenty of action later on as the European games commence. And then you've got NA, there's loads. But we're done. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll just double check for you all, I believe. The start time will be 11 a.m. CET. So just tune in then. You don't want to miss it. I definitely don't want to miss it. I'm definitely coming back from more Genuine Gaming. And you should too, because, well, Australia Stack, dude. They brought us something unique. See you guys then.